Hi babes. Um, yeah, I've had a bit tiring few days now. It's been a bit tiring. Um, yeah, but it's been all right. Got a few things done. You know, you know. Um, got a bit of fresh air. Went out and about. Spoke to the doctor. Um, got a few things to do next few days, but I can take it easy today and tomorrow. So yeah, I've just been playing with my computer. Not playing with it. Been doing a few things on there. I was doing a little bit of writing before. I do go back to it now and again. Um, so it's something, although I keep saying I don't want to do a book and stuff like that, I do keep going back to it and putting a few things down. Maybe that's what I'll keep doing. Don't put no pressure on to do a book, just keep jotting a few things down and it, like ideas and stuff. That's the way that goes. 'Cause I did used to like English actually, strange enough. I did used to like doing a bit of writing and stuff. Um, as I've said before, I lose my interest really quickly. Um, so I never finished. I never finished anything. Found that problem my whole life. I found it a problem in like achieving anything. Just like always giving up or whatever. Serious. It's a flaw. Not always, because I've noticed that if I really want to do something, I will do it. So it's laziness, and it seems like it's just lazy. But I'm not lazy. I never used to be physically. Now I put it a little bit down to the. Seems like a bit of a cop out, but I do put it a little bit down to the NF1 because I could never physically. I was never physically strong enough. I always remember like anything that I did as a man, like or a guy or a man or whatever, or grown man, I could never be as good as anybody else. I will always notice that, especially physically. I was never the fastest. I was quick, but I was never the quickest at school or whatever. When I was younger, I could never like. For example, my brother was always quicker than me. He was bigger than me, quicker than me, stronger than me, just naturally. To get to a level, I had to train. I had to do weight training and stuff. And even with that, I could never like. People used to say like, I could never like get to a more bigger. I think the biggest I got to was about 11 stone. And for me, that was massive. I looked wham. It was too big for me. I couldn't hack it. It was too much muscle. I didn't feel comfortable. So I just lost it all. And, I didn't lose it all, but I just went back down to a certain level. And it was nice then. It looked pretty ripped and stuff. But I always noticed I couldn't. And then what actually killed it was when I had my first serious injury. So I wish I had known then that I had the NF1. It would have given me so many answers, but I didn't know then. That was in 2003. 2003, I was playing basketball and kind of just jumped up a little bit. It wasn't even that bad. I just jumped up, fell back down, and it just felt like it didn't even feel like I pulled my hamstring. It just felt like I do like house music. Yeah, it didn't even feel like it was anything serious. It didn't feel like it was anything serious. I went and sat by the side, and it just felt like I'd stretched overpulled my hamstring. It didn't feel like I pulled it. I was just rubbing it, going, it was a bit weird. And the guy was like, "Oh, just leave it, just in case." So then I went and saw this guy, nurse, and he looked at it and he went, "Oh, I think you pulled your hamstring." So I was like, "Sure." So I was just like, "I'll have to just wait till tomorrow and just see." When I got up in the morning, oh my days, my knee was all blew up and my ankles all blew up. My ankle was just like numb, just couldn't feel anything. I was like, no, this doesn't look good. So then I had to get my parents to come and get me, come and get me and take me to the hospital. It was bad. It was really bad. I was scared, man. That's the scared. That's the scariest I've ever been. I'm just gonna be. Now my eyesight's really bad now. Seriously, guys. I'm saying, guys, I know there's no one there yet, but you know what I'm saying. The seriousness of this situation, I was scared. Oh, 5 minutes. And I didn't understand. It's because I couldn't feel my foot. That's why I was scared. Like my knee was like, it just felt like a balloon. I couldn't even look at it. I was like, no, 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 this doesn't look good. It's because it was both though. It was like my knee and my ankle. My mate was just looking at it like, oh, that doesn't look good, man. And I was like, I know. Stop saying that, man. Anyway, there's like, oh, we're gonna have to keep you in. We're gonna have to keep you in. You definitely need operation instantly. We need to X-ray. Yeah, we need to scan you. But obviously, them times, I didn't know that I had the NF1. No, no knowledge that I had the NF1. Yeah, which is a big thing. Imagine if I'd known then, because when they had the scan and stuff, they did the scan, X-rays and everything. And like when the doctor came back, the doctor said, "Flipping heck!" He goes, "Have you done this? Have you done this injury?" And I was just like, because it wasn't even anything bad. I was just jumped up, just came back down normal. I was the guy did kind of jump into me. I goes, but for me feeling it, because I'm not even a fan of pain, I can't handle too much pain. It didn't feel like anything. It just felt like I just bumped into someone a little bit, and just like it did feel a bit sore, but nothing major. He goes, so I just went home. I didn't go carry on playing. I just went home, and he's like, bloody hell. He goes, right, we're gonna have to give you an operation. He goes, we're gonna have to open your knee up because it ain't no knee key surgery. He goes, we're gonna have to open your knee up and see what we can sort out. I was like, what? I goes, but what's going on with my ankle? He goes, that's the problem. He goes, if you got hit in the knee, why is your ankle like that? Because you've obviously injured some kind of nerve. There's some kind of nerve going on down there. He goes, but it shouldn't have been that bad from what you're telling me. He goes, surely it's more than that. It's like someone's jumped on your knee and smashed your knee with a lump hammer. I was like, no, don't tell me this. And he was like, I've got to be honest. He goes, this doesn't look good. He goes, right, we're going to have to go straight in. He goes, you probably have to have a couple of operations. He goes, this doesn't look good. Find out what's going on. I was like, okay. I was like, nah. I was like, doom. Seriously, it was doom. Felt like my whole world was over. I actually was crying. Not from the pain. I was like proper crying, man. Mm-mm. I always remember that day, man. It wasn't good. I got a list actually. I've always kept that list. He gave me a list. I can't remember it off my heart. He wrote it all down. I wrote it all down. He goes, because we were so shocked of how much injuries that you've done in that one accident. I did put it down somewhere. I've got it somewhere written down. So even I was shocked. I was like, huh? It was like something like, let me see if I can get them all. All right. The nerve one was the peroneal nerve, yeah? You guys will know these. The nerve one was the peroneal nerve that goes from your knee down to your foot. Yeah, so I didn't snap it. It was just like stretched. So that had been stretched. That must have been where the contact was. And then my posterior cruciate, another one. I think there's 3 ligaments. I tore 3 ligaments. But he said that the posterior that was been torn from before. He goes, your posterior had been torn from before, and you was just walking around on it. He goes, we think that was torn years ago. He goes, didn't you know? And I was like, I have always had a lot of locking in my left knee. And he goes, that was probably it, because you probably tore it. He goes, didn't you ever come to the hospital? I was like, nah, just normal. I just thought it was normal. So that could have been done years ago. And what else? I tore my hamstring tendon. Didn't even know there was a hamstring tendon. And what else? I tore my what was it? I can't remember them now. There's too many. But there was about 7 different injuries. I was just like, nah. He was like, this is not good. So you fought, because luckily we don't need to go down there. We need life to get back into it. He goes, so it doesn't look good. Like a lot of, anyway, I had to drain a lot of blood out of it and stuff. It was horrible. I was scared, man, that I was going to lose my foot. Nah, mate. This is one of the worst days of my life. The next day, I was just like praying when I woke up. Woke up screaming as well. Oh my God. I woke up screaming after the operation. Oh my God. My knee was in bits. The nurse comes running and goes, all right, I'll get you some pain relief. I was like, no, like when you, nah, mate. So, no. I was glad when that was over. Look, I'm telling you about that story, man. It was horrible. I might tell you about the rehab.